Hey YouTube, what's Duncan? Oreos here, and today my hardcore Iron Man risks over 700 hours of playtime as we take on one of the most daunting challenges yet, obtaining the quest point cape. Alright, we're going to jump straight into action here with the quest Sins of the Father, which in my opinion is probably the third most dangerous quest for hardcore. Even with 80 attack, piety, and super attack potions, you've only got about a 60 to 65% chance of actually hitting Advance from Klaus. But enchanting a red topaz ring into an Euphrates aid gives you a 15% extra accuracy bonus. Before the fight, we're going to pre-pot a superset, and if you're at the Ferox Enclave, you can take advantage of Blighted Anglerfish to give yourself a HP boost. Some people like to bring knives or darts for the acidic blood valve part, but I just bring magic because it's got longer range and it makes it a little bit safer. As soon as the fight starts, pray magic and use piety. And after each attack, make sure you step one tile away to face away from him in case he uses his Stare into Darkness special. You might notice that my graphics look worse here, but that's on purpose because the Stare into Darkness special attack is really hard to see if you're using 117 HD. So I turned it off to make that attack more noticeable. Now, whenever he shouts blood will be my strength, he'll spawn a blood orb. And even though it looks small, it actually covers a 3x3 area. So you need to be careful and stay at least 3 tiles away from it. If you can, try to run around it and have Vanstrom chase you, which should pass him through the orb and it'll do a good chunk of damage to him. Whenever he says my pets will feast, get your magic spell ready and hit the acidic blood veld as soon as it spawns. And then just make sure to not step in the goo that it leaves behind. Once Vanstrom hits 0 HP, he enters his enrage phase, and this is where shit gets serious. During this phase, his attacks have 100% accuracy and can hit up to 10s. So just drop Protect from Magic and keep Piety on. The real threat is the lightning, and this can hit up to 40 and will easily combo you out if you're not careful. So just keep moving around and eating whenever you take any damage. Damn, that Freddy's 8 is so good. Wow. 2 quest points, access to Darkmire, a tome of experience, access to Blisterwood equipment, Draken's Medallion, Darkmire teleport, and 243 total quest points on the account. Let's throw 117 back on because I cannot stand the look of this ugly ass fucking vanilla client. Next up is a Grand Master Quest, While Gothic Sleeps. Looks like the first fight of the quest got a little update after release, making it a bit tougher now. The assassins have more HP and a higher combat level, but overall it's still a pretty straightforward fight. Just pray range and attack the assassin. Whenever he shouts now, watch out for the green arrow, and as soon as it hits, switch to protect from melee. Messing up this timing can hit you for over 105 damage. The next major fight is Surok Magus, and it is full of unique mechanics, which makes it one of the most fun quest fights I've ever done. I need to enter the fortress, but before I do that, I'm going to actually set up my spell book and then alchemy after that. So if it's a strong enemy, we're going to cast Weaken. If it's an agile enemy, we're going to cast Entangle. If it's the bomb, we're going to telegrab it and then alch it. If it's an air wave coming at us, we're going to cast Earth. And if it's Earth, we're going to cast Air. Same thing with water. If it's a fire one, we cast water. If it's a water one, we cast fire. Okay. Agile warrior, we're gonna bind. Nice. And then we just attack him and kill him. Pretty simple. All right, cherry bomb, got a telegrab, and then we alch it. Okay, air, water, earth. Oh, I might get hit here. Okay, no biggie. Someone's a strong. Okay, we got a weaken. Okay, we need to weaken. Nice. Okay, now we just kill him. Oh, I'm bound. Fuck. Oh, okay, no, we're good. We're good. And this should be it. Nice. GG. What a fun fight that was. Holy shit. Very well done, Jagex. There is a need to be nervous because if I get complacent, then I die. Every time I've ever gotten complacent, I've died. The final boss of this quest is way more straightforward. Start by running all the way east so you can use the area behind the globe to eat safely, since, as far as I know, you can't be hit back there. Whenever the boss is orange, you want to pray range, white, pray melee, and blue, pray magic. The #1 priority in this fight is keeping your overhead prayers correct. If you miss a switch, you'll not only take damage, but also get your stats drained. As the fight goes on, the attack speed increases, but as long as you swap your overhead prayers as soon as he switches his color, you'll take almost no damage the entire fight. That was it? I mean, that's pretty, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of easy. There's Wild Gothic Sleeps for the first time ever. 5 quest points, Tormented Demons unlocked, 80,000 thieving, 75,000 farming. Wait, what the hell? You had 75,000 herb lore? Damn, that's cracked. What the fuck is happening in my game? You guys see this? Hey, my rune light just crashed. Job for task manager, I guess. Weird, never seen rune light die like that. Me neither. Well, I decided we weren't going to do Desert Treasure 2 that day. I have never seen rune light just straight down like that before, and I decided to just go ahead and do some diaries. Chat, we are about to start streaking. Easy desert diary completed. Medium desert diary completed. Come on, bro. You're fucking messing it up. There we go. Medium Falador diary completed. Easy Fremennik diary completed. Easy Karamja. Medium Karamja diary. Medium Karen. Hard Karen. Easy Medium Mauritania. And finally, the medium Western diary completed. That's how you complete 11 diaries in the span of 8 minutes. Easy peasy. We're gonna dump all these lamps in the Herblore, bringing us closer to level 70 for Song of the Elves. Would I like to start Desert Treasure 2, the most dangerous quest in old school RuneScape, with new bosses, puzzles, mechanics, anything and everything is trying to kill me and very little room for error? Sure, why not? First up is Vardovis. Bring your best melee gear and focus on slash bonus. Keep protect from melee and piety on the entire time. Whenever axes spawn, just move out of their path so you don't get hit. Eventually 3 axes will spawn instead of 2, so you'll need to try and time it so that you can move through the axe without getting hit. Vardovis will sometimes do a skating attack style, and any tile that he touches will leave behind spikes. If he does skate underneath you, just move to a tile that he didn't touch. Occasionally, a spawn will summon, and it fires a ranged projectile, so you'll need to flick to range prayer and then back to melee. Finally, he can just straight up grab you, and you'll need to click all the tendrils in the middle to break free. Vardovis has been defeated. We don't get a fucking item. This game sucks. For the Leviathan, you'll want to bring your best range gear, a crossbow, ruby and diamond bolts, and use Deadeye the entire time. He attacks with all 3 styles, where magic is a blue orb, ranged is a green orb, and melee is an orange orb. You need to have the correct prayer active right as the projectile hits you, and not just when it's cast, which can take a little bit of time to get used to. After a few attacks, he'll roar and rocks will fall down from the sky. Just step out of the way, but know that each time he roars, his attack speed will increase. When things get too fast, you can cast a smoke spell to stun him. Then just run around to his backside for a free hit. Whenever you stun him and get the free hit, he'll do one of 2 special attacks. Lightning Floor, where he'll consistently shoot lightning in a cone trying to hit you, as projectiles and bolts hit the floor as well. Simply run around him, staying on the row of tiles closest to him so you don't take any damage. The other option is a roaring attack, similar to when he speeds up his attacks, but this time he'll shoot out 10 rocks one after each other, and you need to walk in a straight line to build a barrier, then walk behind it to avoid his roar. At 20% health, he'll go into an enrage mode, and a shield will spawn. Just move with the shield and keep attacking to finish him off. All right, that's Leviathan completed. And we got rune arrows. Next up is probably the easiest boss in the entire quest. Bring melee gear, protect from melee, and use piety. Stand behind the pillar closest to him and attack right after he does his ground slam. Whenever he launches poison, just run to the other side of the room, and remember, stay behind the pillar. If he reveals his eyeball, ensure you're behind the pillar, because you'll be hit for 99 damage. Nice. Duke has been defeated. We are 3/4 of the way done with the quest. All right, time for arguably the hardest quest boss in the game. Bring your best magic gear, blood and ice spells, throwing knives, prayer potions, and high healing food. As long as you keep your distance, she won't move in to melee you. Her magic attacks are a pair of light blue projectiles, and her range attacks are a single grayish red projectile. She'll launch attacks in a series of 3, and as the fight goes on, she'll start interchanging her attacks. For instance, range, mage, and then finally a sandwich where the first and the last are the same, and the middle is different. So for example, range, mage, range. After each attack, you must move, otherwise her homing tentacles will strike you. Sometimes you can just move forward and backward, but other times you'll need to move at an angle. She also has 3 deadly special attacks. During Screech, you'll need to stand behind the pillar with the lowest health and then move to the next lowest health pillar and repeat once more. During Soul Siphon, you'll want to kill a complete set of souls. The easiest ones are the ones chanting Vita, since there are only 2. This is where you'll want to use your knives so that you can attack them as quickly as possible. During Seeds, just step on all of the light green orbs. After each special attack, either freeze her or run away as far as possible. Otherwise, she'll bind you and try to melee you. Once she hits 0 HP, she'll regen and go into an enrage mode. She will always start this phase by attacking with range, And now she'll do a series of 2 of the same attack before alternating. So for example, it'll go range, range, then mage, mage. Just keep moving the entire time and focus on your prayers. Whisper completed. Holy shit. Oh my god, we got a fucking collection log. What the fuck? For the final fight of Desert Treasure 2, you'll want to bring your best melee gear, a slash weapon, a special weapon, in my case, I use a dragon dagger, some throwing knives, a rune crossbow with diamond bolts, prayer potions, and food. Phase 1 is the assassin fight. All you have to do is pray ranged and piety, and have the assassin stand in the gray cloud. Whenever he's about to throw a vial, just move out of the way. Phase 2 is the Kelta fight. Again, pray ranged and piety. When the shadows spawn, kill a few using the throwing knives, and whenever you hear the sound cue, stand behind the shadow to avoid the damage. Make sure to leave at least 2 alive in case she uses the attack again in quick succession. Phase 3 is the Kasande fight. Pray melee and lower him to the edge of the room so that whenever he throws his poison, it's not spread in the middle of the room. Whenever he runs back to the center, follow him quickly as he'll do a lightning attack. Phase 4 is the person fight. Pray magic and use Deadeye. Keep running around the room and bolt him down, trying to avoid both the lightning strikes and the leeches. While the leeches don't hit very hard, they do have a high attack speed, and that can add up pretty quickly. Very nice. 5 quest points. The Ring of Shadows, 3 Ancient Lamps, the ability to use Ancient Rings, access to 4 new bosses, and 300,000 XP worth the lamps. In order to unlock every Iron Man's favorite PvM activity, the Corrupted Gauntlet, we must first take on the Fragment of Seren. Bring your best magic gear, blood spells, some throwing knives, food, and prayer potions. I know there's a lot of different methods out there with the Phoenix Necklace and Cave Nightshade or Redemption, but with 80 magic and some good food, you can just straight up beat the boss. Seren mainly attacks with range, and every 15 seconds, she'll use a special attack in a fixed rotation. Special 1, she'll teleport you to her, and then try to melee. All you have to do is spam click away. This attack gets faster as the fight goes on, but as long as you're spam clicking immediately, you'll avoid it every time. Special 2, she'll spawn clones of herself, and if you're using the Quest Helper plugin, it'll just highlight the correct one to attack. But if you're not, look for the lightest colored clone. Later throughout the fight, more clones will spawn, but only one is the correct one. Special 3, she'll summon crystals to heal herself. Use your throwing knives to take these out quickly. This becomes a DPS check near the end, as more crystals spawn and she heals faster. Just be careful to not run into her melee range when you're moving between the crystals. Special 4 is the scariest one. She launches an attack that deals damage based on your maximum hit points. It'll start at 5 less than your max hit points, and later in the fight, it ramps all the way up to being 1 less than your max hit point. So before this hits, you want to be at or above your full health. Whenever she fires the orb, that's your cue to eat up immediately. Teleport me and I don't give a fuck. You have 16 HP. I hate that too. That's trash. And that's it. 2 attempts. Song of the Elves completed on the hardcore Iron Man, guys. Let's fucking go. Jeezy's in the chat. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Got this in the bag. Pause chant. Very nice. Let's fucking go. Jeezy, Jeezy, Jeezy. Don't look over here. Thank you guys so much, man. Just curious why you did that method instead of the Nightshade method. I've never done the Nightshade method before, and I feel like it's a little bit more technical. There's a little bit more room for error there. And so I want to show it that like you don't have to do crazy techniques. You can literally just go in there with Blue Moon and, you know, a couple Sarah Brewers and get the kill. You know what I mean? There it is, chat. Grimtail's completed, and we can now go claim the quest point cape on the hardcore Iron Man. Let's freaking go. Looks like we finished everything. Oh, $16.99. We didn't get to 1,700 total. That's a rip. But 170 quests completed, 28 days played. Not super efficient, but not bad at all. Let's talk to the wise old man. Can I buy a quest point cape, please? 99,000 is perfect. And now let's do the emote. You've completed an elite task in a Lumbridge Enduriner area. Your achievement diary has been updated. We will no longer, no matter how many quests come out from today, we'll have to go complete them. We permanently unlocked that step in the diary. Well, everyone, with that, we have completed one of our major goals on the account. In the next video, we start the prep for our next account goal, and let me tell you, we have continued to be an absolute spoon with this account. You will not want to miss it. As always, happy scaping, and I will see y'all later.